does not recognize right from the beginning there are two different kinds of people, men and women. It cannot be a social science because men and women are treated so differently in the society. Unless you bring it within the fold of the literature, within the framework of the literature, it will not be addressed. And so you will have a lopsided thing. When you read labor, I don't think anybody thinks they are female labor. They're always thinking these are all male. Entrepreneur. I don't think any student of economics, when they say it's entrepreneur, he's thinking, oh, she's an entrepreneur. Never think. They think, oh, he is an entrepreneur. He is a labor. So it's everything male. Then you don't have children. How can you have economics without children? Because children represents future. So whatever you're doing, you are building up the growth and all the future and everything. But the people who will take you to the future, they do not exist. I don't think economic literature in some way, and even today, as a patchwork, can bring in children into it. They cannot. So it's a very, at least unusable piece of structure in that sort. So I would say having those things in the literature, I go out and meet the real people. And the real people has their problems, their men, women, children, all together. Because
familia también, que no existe la economía.
It's a family, absolutely, it's a family. And in the community, family is not alone. You have your neighbors, you have interactions, children fighting with each other, trying to restore order into it, and so on. So you're looking for your jobs, looking for your money, looking for your income, and going through everyday problems. So you look at that, you look at what you're teaching in your classroom, somewhere the distance you see the differences. So this is the first time I started looking at it in a different way. That economics is coming out in a real life way, not the textbook way. Then I realized after a while, this village that I spent my time with, this became my university. And the people, they are giving me the real understanding of the reality as it exists. At that time, I thought it's a reality of that village, but today I feel it's a reality of the world, what is happening in that village. And that Tagore's point that I was referring to, you see the world in a little drop of water. Everything is there. It's simply a reflection of the entire world right in front of you. So that village is becoming my world. And those who are talking to me are the real teachers, because for the first time I'm gaining insight, gaining real feel of the world, what it is. So that way, that village became very important and teacher for me. It has tremendous impact on me, and everything that I have done over years, I go back repeatedly. What I saw, and then I continue to visit people at villages to see if I have a new question. I go back and talk to them, find out what they have to say.
¿Y hay algún profesor o profesora en particular cuyo nombre usted recuerde, que pueda contar su historia y que ilustre quizás cómo se da este cambio a partir de una nueva manera de enfocar la pobreza? ¿Alguna historia de alguna persona en particular? Una de sus maestras.
There are many such stories, and one which really triggered the whole thing, that what we call coming back, was I was going around in that village and I saw a devastated hut, just a bamboo and a few leaves on top, and a woman making bamboo stool in front of that hut. And I stopped. I wanted to talk to her because I would like to find out why she's in such a terrible conditions all around her. She's wearing tattered clothes and very poor appearance altogether. So I stopped with her and with a colleague of mine and started talking to her. She was very shy. She would not open up. Gradually we tried to open her up and she started talking. And the question that I had in mind with her, that how much money she makes by making this beautiful bamboo stool. It's a really decent looking bamboo stool, and she has several already made. And as she was making it, she was talking to me. She says she makes only 2 cents a day. And I couldn't believe that anybody can make only 2 cents a day making this. I said maybe she doesn't understand the calculation of money, so she doesn't understand that. So I sat down with her. how much it costs to make make a stool, how much in raw materials, how much over time, and so on and so forth. After taking all the elaborate information, I worked it out. And I see she's right. She makes 2 penny or slightly more than 2 penny. That's about it. And I said, why is that? Why do you bake only this 2 penny? He said, well, because I cannot get a better price for that. How come you don't get a better price? She says, well, I borrowed some money from a trader with the condition that I have to sell this product to him at the price that he decides. And I said, why do you have to sell it to her? Because I borrowed money. Why did you borrow this money? Because I have to buy the bamboo to make this. I didn't have the money. So I said, maybe she needs a lot of money to buy the bamboo. I said, how much does a bamboo cost? She said, well, about 25 cents US. I said, you didn't have the 25 cents to buy a bamboo? She said, no, I don't have 25 cents to buy a bamboo. So I borrowed it from the trader. And the trader gave the condition that for this money, I have to sell everything only to him and at the price that he decides. Then I realized for the first time that how cruel this arrangement is, because in the process she has become actually a slave labor to this person. And this person is using for 25 cents to make all this for him, and she gets only 2 penny for all her work and all the toil that she puts into this. And I was so shocked, I didn't know what I should do in that. So I worked out thinking what I should do. That the thought that came to my mind that I should go around in the village to see if there are other people like her who have been victimized by the moneylenders. So I took a student of mine and went around in the village to make a list of this. And within a week we had a full list with 42 people. Total money they needed was $27. So again I was shocked, because here in the classroom we are talking about millions of dollars of investment, billions of dollars of investment, 5-year development plans, national planning mechanism, and having international investment coming in and national investment coming in to help the poor people. I said, my God, here, only a few years from that classroom, a woman suffering not for millions of dollars, not for hundreds of dollars, only for few cents. And we cannot provide that few cents. Here we are talking about poverty and so on and so forth. So that became a big lesson for me, how in a global, in a national sense, we talk about big money, big project, big thing, forget about for whom this we are doing. So I gave this $27 out of my pocket to all those 42 people to get them away from the clutches of the moneylenders so that they can be free to sell their product and improve their income right away. It doesn't need anything. They have all the things. They have the skill, they have the market, they have the good price, but because they didn't have the money to buy the materials, so they had to borrow, and in the process they lost everything. So I removed that in one little intervention. So I see this can be expanded. So the rest of the story, which took me into the direction of providing credit to the people, and I saw how important that thing was and how important that thing is today and for all time to come. Because if you want people to be free and translating their ability and their niche that they have, take advantage of their niche, you need the money. Because we have created a world where a dollar, to catch a dollar, you need a dollar. Unless you have the first dollar, you cannot catch the next dollar. But the poverty means you don't have the first dollar. So you never catch the second dollar. And we created financial institutions which give you lots of dollars, provided you already have lots of dollars. It's a very strange world. So this is nobody even pays attention to it, because they never went to check back with those people what is their need. So we go on creating our abstract world and making conclusions and making derivations from those things and create more and more fancy conclusions out of it, but without going to the people in that way. So we sit in the ministries, make decisions because the theory says it should be it, and this is it. Consultant says this is it, this is it. We make decisions. We hardly go back and check with them. And you look at the poor people, oh, poor, they are lazy, they don't know anything. You must do the training program. If you train them, they will start finding jobs. Or if the economy is booming, there will be lots of jobs created, only then you can take care of poverty. No, people don't have to do the wage jobs all the time. There's other opportunities.